Hello everybody and welcome to week 6 of the Old Dominion Dynasty here in 2019. Ranked 15th in the country, 4-0. The unbeaten Monarchs travel to Boston for their first ever meeting with Boston College, who sit at 1-2 currently on the season. So ODU hoping to keep this unbeaten season alive and holding on to that 15 ranking, looking like a good team, but an important matchup in the ACC, a cross-divisional matchup here as Scott Sullivan takes the opening kickoff, weaving his way to the 25-yard line. Joshua Kemp steps out after a spectacular performance, 4 touchdowns last week, 21 of 29. Really well done. See if he can continue that form today. Scott Sullivan gets the handoff here on the opening drive. A nice 5-yard gain for the running back. Offense going to look for a good balance today. A play action pass on second down, and it's broken up by Cody Pruitt. Leading linebackers for this Boston College team. Third down, Kemp out of the shotgun. No surprise there. Fires to D'Angelo Holcomb, number 16. Crosses midfield for a 23-yard gain. What a play. And he got off his man there. Kemp spotted him. A beautiful throw and a first down. Out of the pistol now, Kemp with the fullback to the right side, too wide on that side as well. Scott Sullivan going to get nipped by the defensive back who was coming off the edge on a blitz. Kevin Ware, one of the best defenders on this Boston College team. Third and long, Kemp fires to nobody, no man's land there, and he's 1 of 4 to start the game. Oh boy, ODU punted it away, not a good start, and here we go, a little scramble action for 19 yards. And this is Boston College's offense here. 2 backs there. Jared Thomas, the quarterback, is going to run a lot of option, and they're going to try and pound it at you over and over. First and 10. Again, Thomas, another keeper. This time ODU sniffs it out. But watch Jared Thomas today. Empty backfield, got to keep a little spy on him, but he's going to float this one out, and his receiver drops it. He had it. I mean, he was away from the defenders. That should have been caught, but ODU lucks out. A punt for Boston College. Neither team able to get a score on their opening drives. 3rd and 7 now upcoming for ODU. 3 wide receivers to the left side, and another errant throw. And after a great performance last week, Joshua Kemp looks a little shaky on the road in Boston today. Jared Thomas hands it off to Robinson, the star running back for this team, but he is met. And who is that? The big man, Derek Hughes, off the defensive end spot. 3rd and 11 here. Thomas, plenty of time to throw, launches this one deep. He's got his man. There's a flag down on the play, but a huge completion. And they're going to tack on a little extra. Derek Hughes commits a roughing the passer penalty. That'll set them up inside the 10-yard line after that gigantic pass play. And here Robinson with a gaping hole to run through. And it will be that 1-2 punch of Robinson and Thomas that ODU are going to have to defend today if they want to win. That's the staple of that offense. Passing isn't really their thing here. Kemp going to fire it out to Nick Carroll, just short of the first down. It'll set up a 3rd and 1 for ODU. Going to tie this one up under center. Kevin Wesley, the fullback. Scott Sullivan, handoff straight up the middle. Those are usually good for the first down yardage. If you go, short yardage situations, ODU converts those a high percentage of the time. A low throw to Todd Jackson, and that's his first involvement of the game. ODU just want to try and get this little confidence in the passing game. It's been a little rocky start here. Kemp going to roll out on a play action. A perfect throw to Rashid Chase for 21 yards. Really well executed play action, and Rashid Chase, look at this catch he makes. It's a little off balance. He's spinning, going out of bounds, and he manages to hang on. That is a really good catch here. A little option for Joshua Kemp on the next play, not going very far at all. His first carry of the game late in this first quarter. 2nd and 9. ODU looking to try and get on the board. A good play by Patrick Bowie, diving in there to knock it down. Good read by the linebacker. 3rd and 9, a little screen for ODU, but it is blown up. The blocks did not get set. Boston College was ready. Sets up a William Tuttons field goal here, and this one pushed to the left. No good. Not what you want to see. No points for ODU so far. A few drives that have just kind of sputtered out. There's Scott Robinson, 9 yards, but he's a little shaken up on the play, so the backup running back's gonna come in for this one. Thomas blown up on the option. Jonathan Dorsey comes off the edge. Not fooled. He was ready, and that's the importance of scouting an offense, to know what their tendencies are, and Thomas likes to keep those options. He did very well there. Here's Huff, another 3rd down catch. He had the big play earlier that set up the touchdown. And keeps this drive going for Boston College. Jared Thomas going to take off, hit by Derek Hughes and sacked. It's Aaron Davis, the cornerback. Big man Derek Hughes could not bring Jared Thomas down, but Aaron Davis, the small cornerback, comes up and finishes the sack there to end the first quarter. BC up 7, 3rd and 6 now. Later in the drive, finds Huff, his 3rd catch, and they've all been on 3rd downs to keep these drives going. A clutch player, if there ever was one. Thomas has Robinson, 1st down again. ODU's defense looking a little shaky, and passing is really not Boston College's strength. As we've mentioned, another broken tackle. Derek Hughes has twice whiffed on Jared Thomas. This has not been the best day for the defensive end, who also committed a roughing the passer penalty, and there it is. That was a bit too easy. He had so much room to run on that option keeper. It wasn't even close. 14-0 Boston College up, stunning the 15th ranked Monarchs right now, and ODU needs a spark here. They just haven't been themselves. With Sullivan weaving out to the left side, going to get to the 50, pushed out of bounds. He just kind of ran out of room. The coverage team chased him down, but ODU sets up across midfield. A little screen to Rashid Chase, doesn't get very much. I like the idea there, but Boston College has been on top of the screen so far. 3rd and 9, another big 3rd down for the ODU offense. Kemp, plenty of time to throw, and it's right to Cody Pruitt. That is a horrendous throw. And Kemp, after a spectacular performance a week ago, not doing so well here. And Jared Thomas, another option. This time busted that left side open. They're going to go no huddle. 3rd and 6. We jump ahead. Thomas going to take off again. He is just having his way with this defense right now. Unbelievable. They hurry up to the line again. Thomas, little option. Pitch to Robinson. Keep calling him Robinson. Boy, they are just tearing a hole through this Old Dominion defense. Another option. Thomas strolls into the end zone. I don't know how that could have been any easier for him. The blocking was spectacular. 21-0. ODU is just in another errant throw. ODU is rattled on the road. Boston College just having their way with ODU right now. 3rd and long. Need this conversion. Kemp got to take off. Forced out of the pocket. Going to throw on the run. Nick Carroll. Kemp had to use every bit of his ability on that play. Here's Antoine Hopkins with a handoff to the left side. And, you know, you need players like this to kind of give you that little jump. A little boost you need when you're down by 3 touchdowns. Scott Sullivan on the handoff from under center. He is mobbed by the Boston College defense. There was like 6-7 dudes piled on top of him. Another 3rd and long for ODU. Going to come up short by about 3 yards. What do you do here? Near the end of the half, ODU is going to go for it. Field goal doesn't really get you too much in this situation. Down by 3 touchdowns. Really need to get 7. 4th down, 3 yards to go. Kemp just going to roll out. Just do what you do. and he barely gets the first down. He's lucky the tackle actually kind of pushed him over the line. Time is running out in this half. 15 seconds to go. 2nd and 7 for Joshua Kemp. Going to roll out again. They've been getting pressure on him, and an ill-advised throw is picked off. And the worst thing you could possibly do is force a ball when you're in range to possibly score. Just throw it away, and he didn't do it. Just forced it. That if that's caught by the receiver, he's maybe going to get 2 yards. It's intercepted. End of half. ODU kicks off to Boston College. This is an abysmal performance so far. One of the worst halves of ODU football we have witnessed in some time. Things have to change in the second half. 3rd and 4, a dropped screen pass and a few miscues by the Boston College offense save the ODU defense here to start the second half. So a good field position. The Monarchs going to hand it off. Scott Sullivan breaking a tackle. Spins his way for a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 1. Just going to go jumbo package to Marcus Bellamy. Pounded up the bowling ball up the middle. First down. It's what you need him there for. We're going to play action here again. Kemp continually forced out of the pocket. He's not getting the time he needs to throw. As a sack, and boy, Kemp has really regressed after that performance last week. He's been good this season, and just this week has not been good to him. Don't know if it's the away crowd that's affecting him or what, but here's Rashid Chase with a big catch, and finally a good throw. Kemp just sits in the pocket, fires that one. Chase has made 5 catches so far. But we got to put this one in the end zone here. Sullivan off to the left side here, using a little bit of speed there to get as much yard as he could. Those defenders were on his chase the whole time. 3rd and 1 again. Here's Sullivan. Just pounding it. It seems to be the most effective thing ODU can do today, is just kind of grind it out. Play action for Joshua Kemp. Going to roll out to the right as he's done. Tough catch for Chase to make there. He drops it as he's hit. 2nd down. Shotgun for ODU. Jackson out to the right side. Todd Jackson has been very quiet today. Here's the throw to Rashid Chase, who's had a spectacular afternoon. One of the few players who's really stepped it up in the game. He's got a touchdown now to his name, and just good timing on that play. Matched up against the linebacker. Got the throw out early, and finally, the 15th ranked Monarchs are on the board. 21-7 now is the score. Defense needs to come up with something. Come up with some answers. They need to make some stops. They can't rely on Boston College to hurt themselves. They need to make stops on their own. Thomas calls for some motion, a little option out of that motion, and Robinson, I keep calling him Robinson. Big gain, stiff arming his way for a 26-yard gain, and they are running high octane, no huddle offense here. Screenplay is nearly intercepted by Kyle Baker. The defensive tackle was all over that play. 3rd down, big 3rd down here. Going to go with a little draw play, and Robinson, he's got a 1st down. Absolutely incredible. Boston College they've got something on ODU. Here's Robinson. This time, 10-yard gain, short of the 1st down, but very much in the position they want to be at and where they've been. Another option keeper for Jared Thomas. Is that the 3rd time he's just walked into the end zone today? Very poor from the Monarch defense. One of the worst performances, just because it's the same thing. It's been the same thing over and over again. There's no answer for it. Antoine Hopkins here, 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We need a big return. He can't shake off the tackle. You think if he maybe beats that defender, he might have been gone, but still very good field position ODU needed to get this going. Here's Nick Carroll on a little screen. Works out really well for 11 yards. Gotta go, though. ODU, I mean, still plenty of time left, but the way this game's gone, I mean, just look at the way things are going. Flag down on this running play that didn't amount to much, and it's just going to go backwards. summary of ODU's day. Just nothing is going well. EJ Ford and all the guard on the play committing that penalty. So 1st and 22. Cody Pruitt has been everywhere today for the Boston College defense. And just look at those numbers. Kemp is not doing well. Or are you going to try and run it here, and Sullivan just runs himself backwards? I mean, it's almost comical at this point how bad this performance is. Kemp going to just empty out the backfield and throw an interception. Not like it could really be any worse at this point. A deplorable performance. Bad throw. Right where the defender wanted it. ODU does stop Boston College, so it is going to be a punt. Antoine Hopkins had a good kick return. Can he get this punt back to the house? Maybe. And look at this, some room off to the left side. Antoine Hopkins cuts back inside. Doesn't quite get as far as you'd like him to, but manages to get good field position considering the situation. Scott Sullivan finds his 8 yards, and maybe this is where the offense should have just kind of stuck with throughout the game, is just grinding out these running plays. Here's Sullivan off to the left side now, breaking through some tackles. He's gonna be hurt though. Sullivan not looking too great. He will sit out the rest of the game, so it'll be Hopkins and Bellamy that will like take his place here. A really good shot taken here to Todd Jackson. I think the throw needed to come out a little bit sooner. It's good defense. 3rd and 7. Kemp. Time to throw, and he runs to the side of the field where there are just nothing but defenders. I mean, what are you doing at this point? 4th down, ODU, got to go for it at this point. Kemp, time to throw here, but Patrick Bowie makes the play. Not the day ODU wanted coming into Boston, BC 1-2, not one of the lower end teams in the ACC. ODU undefeated, ranked in the top 15. This will not be good. If ODU can't stage a massive comeback here in the last 6 minutes of this game, it's not going to be good for their chances to stay ranked. And there's Jeff Robinson using that size to get up there, breaking the play up. ODU going to get the ball in good field position. Kemp, a little play action, and Nick Carroll. And the play action passes haven't been terrible today, but just about everything else has. 1st and 10, handoff to Antoine Hopkins. A dual backfield in that play. Not much going for him, though. 4:16 to go. ODU need to score quickly. A lobbed pass to Rashid Chase, who makes a leaping grab. And inside the 5. 7 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. There's Antoine Hopkins. He did not break the plane somehow. Comes up about a hair short. 2nd and goal. ODU got to try and hurry this up. There's Bellamy, just trucks the defender. He absolutely laid that defender out. It's just pretty good. 28-14 game. ODU, can they get a stop here? Robinson stopped in the backfield. Jonathan Dorsey. Maybe there is hope after all. 3rd down, if you can get a stop here. You've got 3 timeouts. You maybe have the opportunity. The opportunity is gone. 12-yard gain for Scott Robinson. I mean, what do you do? Averaging nearly 7 yards a carry. They're just eating clock at this point. ODU's got to start using their timeouts if they want to have any hope of anything. There's a fumble recovered. Xavier Wallace. Is there hope? Xavier Wallace jumps on the fumble forced by John Mills. Robinson makes a mistake late in this contest. The chances maybe aren't great for ODU, but they have hope here with 2:08 to go, 2 timeouts. You get a touchdown, maybe you get an onside kick. You never know. Joshua Kemp going to throw it out wide to Todd Jackson. And not much, 7 yards. You maybe want to start going more vertical here. 3rd and 3, 1:45 to go. Kemp going to throw, almost intercepted. And who else? Cody Pruitt, just an absolute beast. I don't know how we missed that guy in recruiting, but I would like to have recruited him. Kemp going to roll out to the left, goes to Jackson, who has to come back. He's short of the 1st down. That's going to be the game, folks. And just a very poor performance from ODU. All rushing touchdowns for BC that were, what, inside the 10? Turnovers, just bad play in general. One of our worst performances in some time. Kemp not getting it done, not even 50% on his throws. Rashid Chase had a good day. Nick Carroll 6 for 64 as well, but it just wasn't happening. Stephen Gant led in tackles, but the defense really didn't do much to stop Boston College. I mean, made a few plays, but ultimately didn't really... I'd put this loss more on the offense, but the defense definitely surrendered some... Should have done better at stopping the consistent option attack. It just wasn't there. Thomas only threw the ball 18 times. He didn't have to throw it very much. Robinson, 138 yards. Thomas had 96 yards and 3 touchdowns. The quarterback just shredded us. Mike Huff, I think all of his catches came on third downs. Talk about a clutch player. Cody Pruitt, I think I labeled him a linebacker. He's actually a safety. That guy was making plays all over the place. I would like to have recruited this guy because he's just a playmaker. Tackling, breaking up passes, interception. Just, I don't know. One of those games where you can't really explain. It was just a bad game. Look at the team stats here. Almost 400 yards of offense. ODU was outgained by just over 100 yards. Boston College really, they played well. And we do get a commitment from Terrence Robinson, though, a 4-star defensive tackle that will add some much-needed quality to the interior. So that's a big plus for our recruiting hopes. We'll go in depth with recruiting a little bit later. And big game coming up against UNC at home, and some big visits, including Derek Davis, a highly rated target we won at wide receiver. He will be visiting for this game against 5th-ranked North Carolina, and as you can see, ODU has dropped out of the top 25 after that loss to Boston College. Here we go, a big game coming up next against North Carolina. I'll look to have that video coming out within the next couple days. Stay tuned, guys. I will see you all next time.